This is not just a race. This is the Mexico City Marathon. Every year, tens of thousands of runners take over the streets of Mexico City, transforming the city into something completely different, something alive. A moving river of determination, emotion, and pure human effort. The marathon covers the official distance of 42.195 kilometers. But here, in Mexico City, that distance feels very different. Because the city sits at over 2,200 meters above sea level. At this altitude, the air is thinner, oxygen is limited, and every breath becomes more important. For runners, this is not just a test of endurance, it's a test of resilience. The Mexico City Marathon was first held in 1983. Since then, it has grown into one of the most important races in Latin America, attracting more than 30,000 runners from over 50 countries every year. It is recognized by World Athletics and has earned elite-level international status. The race follows a point-to-point course across the city. It starts at the Estadio Olímpico Universitario in the south of Mexico City and finishes in the historic center at the Zócalo, one of the largest public squares in the world. Along the way, runners pass through some of the most iconic avenues in the city, including long stretches of Avenida Insurgentes and the legendary Paseo de la Reforma. They run past landmarks like the Ángel de la Independencia, through areas connected to Chapultepec Park, and into neighborhoods that showcase the different faces of Mexico City. And then there's Polanco. What you're seeing here is one of the most energetic sections of the entire race. This is where the marathon becomes something bigger than running. Crowds line the streets. Families, friends, and complete strangers come together to support the runners. There is music, there is noise, there is constant movement, and every runner passing through this section feels it. Because at this point in the race, fatigue is real. The body starts to slow down, doubt begins to appear, and that's when the crowd makes the difference. A cheer, a clap, a voice calling out encouragement. Sometimes that's all it takes to keep going. One of the defining characteristics of the Mexico City Marathon is exactly this: the connection between runners and the people of the city. This is not a silent race, it's a shared experience. The altitude adds another layer of difficulty. At over 2,000 meters above sea level, even experienced runners feel the impact. Pacing becomes critical. Breathing becomes strategic, and finishing becomes a real achievement. But that's also what makes this marathon special. It welcomes everyone, from elite athletes competing at the highest level to first-time runners chasing a personal goal. Because for most people here, this is not about winning. It's about finishing. It's about pushing through discomfort, through doubt, through fatigue, and proving something to yourself. And as you watch this moment in Polanco, look beyond the runners. Look at the people, the applause, the energy, the atmosphere. This is what defines the Mexico City Marathon, a city running together. The next edition of the marathon is scheduled for August 30th, 2026. And when that day comes, these streets will once again transform into a race, into a celebration, into something much bigger than 42 kilometers. If you've ever thought about running a marathon, this is one you don't just run, you experience.